Hey everybody, Chris Collier here from Biloxi, Mississippi, giving you 5 things to help you get a jump start on your social media marketing. You may have these things, you may not, depending how big your business is. This is a small business expo, so I just want to give you some things that'll help you just be great, because why do something and be bad at it, right? So if you're not doing these things, I would suggest you integrate what you're doing, these steps with what you're doing. There'll be a list of things you need. You need a logo, social media headers, a blog, a customer relationship manager, an autoresponder, and a cell phone with a decent camera, a desire to get better every day, and a willingness to be trained. Now if you have these things, great. We'll go to step 1, probably step 2. But if you don't, you can go to the following places and get them. A blog and CRM, you can email me and I can give you a few different spots. For the blog, GoDaddy, Bluehost, there's a tons of places we can get WordPress hosting. A CRM, a little bit more difficult. People pay anywhere from $200 to $500 a month for a customer relationship manager. Autoresponders you can get from Aweber, MailChimp, Infusionsoft. It just depends on what your budget is and how much you want to spend. If you don't have social media headers or logos, the logos I'd recommend Fiverr or logonerds.com. Social media headers, once you get your logo, then I would probably head over to Fiverr.com and get that taken care of. They can do that for you. You can shrink and make them bigger depending on which social media platform you're on. Now it's also hopefully that answers any questions. If you have any questions, you can email me at chris@thechriscollier.com for this. Day number 1 or step number 1, you want to be sure that you're set up. Make sure your blog's set up, your social media profiles are set up as a business or a fan page of a business. You want to make sure that you're not necessarily mentioning anything you've got going on, and that you're not mentioning your business or your sales or anything like that. You want to build value by giving them different tips and things. We'll get into that in a minute. Make sure that your fan page is set up on Facebook. Make sure your Twitter feed's set up. Make sure all this stuff's set up. It's pretty easy, and if you have any problems, you can go to YouTube and search it there and get that information, or you can also contact me and I'll be glad to walk you through it. Another thing you need to do is make sure these are the following things, the main ones you need set up. You need a Twitter account, Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, with a Facebook fan page for your business. A separate page. You have to use a separate page for your business, because if not, you can go to Facebook jail, and we don't want that to happen to you. And then last but not least, actually the most important thing is a blog. You got to have a blog. There's some other social media things out, but I'm just trying to get you set up. You also want to make sure you have a Google Plus going on. So you get all that set up, and there's videos on how to if you want to create your own social media header, you can go to Canva, CANVA.com, and they have a lot of stuff there. If you want to play around with it a little bit and make it something that you want to do, that's fine too. Save you a little bit of money. Once you get that set up, then what I would suggest you do, now if you're a non-techie person, pay someone to do it. It'll be well worth it. There are people on Fiverr that can set up your blog. There are people on Fiverr. Now I'm not endorsing the people on there. Sometimes you get bad service, but just go through and you can figure out based upon reviews who's good and who's not. Okay. Once you create your blog, your fan page on Facebook, your Instagram, your Pinterest, your Twitter, I'm going to add another one, LinkedIn and Google Plus, you're set for day number 1. We'll just call that day number 1. Everything's set up. Everything's ready to go. Your blog's set up. Everything's ready to go. Once again, if you need anything set up, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to email me or contact me. Now, what you want to do on day 2, once you got everything set up, and even if you don't have everything set up, make sure you get your Facebook fan page set up. That's the first major thing, and your blog. What you want to do, your strategy is go into groups. So if there's a Biloxi business group or a Jackson City business group or wherever you're from, or the county, Hancock County, Harrison County, whatever county you're in, if there's a county business group, you want to become a part of that and get permission, and then you keep just dropping nuggets of value. And when I say value, I want to be clear, because a lot of people will be like, I don't understand, I don't have anything to offer, I don't understand how this internet marketing thing works. Value is very simply put. Let's say you do tires. Five reasons why you don't want to buy used tires. 5 reasons why tires are important. 1 thing never to do with a tire. You know, those type of things. The 5 best tire brands. The 5 most economical tire brands. If you're doing tires, that's great. Or if you're doing dry cleaning, 5 things you never should do to your laundry. 5 things that a dry cleaner does that you can't get done anywhere else. The number 1 thing you should never do with your shirt when it's dirty. Those are just some things. So whatever your market is, whatever your niche is, you can do these little bleeps, little blogs, if you will. Now, what you want to do is, there's 2 ways to do your Facebook post. You're going to do your blog post, which is going to be that 5 things to do, 5 things not to do, 1 thing never to do, what's the best, what's the worst, a review of a product, whatever the case may be. That's going to be your full thing. You can take an excerpt and put that on Facebook. A line or 2 and put it on Twitter with a picture. Same with Pinterest and Instagram. So you see, you're building a syndication network, if you will. And with that, now you're reaching out. And you want to have links that bring everyone back to your blog. That's just the bottom line. So whatever your blog post is, so let's just say 5 reasons tires are important is your blog post. So it'd be blah 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 .com / blog, probably / 5 reasons tires are important, and you just copy and paste that, or you can get a link shortener at bit.ly or any of those type of things, and it'll shorten the link. Google has one as well. It's called a link shortener, and you can paste your long link in there and give you a shorter link. And when doing that is, people come visit your website, but you give them a little excerpt just to get them hungry, just to get them thirsty about what you're offering. And then once they get to your website, you've got gold, because they've been to your website. And if you're doing that all the time, it'll be it'll help you grow your business. So what you want to do on this day is start joining. Like I said, you want to start joining groups. You can put your post in the groups. Your post, you just not the whole post, the excerpt you share on your Facebook fan page, you want to put into the groups that have allowed you to join as just offer of value to people that link back to the website, to your blog. So that ends day number 2, actually. Day number 3, continue the strategies that you've been doing, but now make sure you get a picture with your blog post. Having a graphic in there is great. You can find all sorts of free videos, free pictures on the internet. Use Google search. There's a lot of free pictures. Another thing you want to do is, before you post your blog, you want to create a YouTube video. When you create this YouTube video, you want it to be similar to the excerpt you're going to put on Facebook. So now, instead of doing an excerpt on Facebook, you can do a YouTube video, right? And you share the YouTube video on your Facebook fan page, in your Facebook group. Every day you should be finding 3 to 5 new groups to join. You want to continue that process every day. This should take you an hour or 2 every day. This is going to be huge down the line, because when the payoff starts coming, it's going to come in like a flood. And after a while, And people will say, well, you know, it's not that big a deal right now just because of where we are and what state we live in and what city we live in. But in 5-10 years, you might have a corner on the market because people are becoming more and more progressive with their technology. So right now is the best time to take advantage of it. So create a nice little video, upload it to YouTube, have it saved, and then you share that link in your Facebook fan page. Share that link in all your Facebook groups. And when you do that, it will auto-populate a picture, a thumbnail, if you will, of the video. And then you also want to embed it into your blog. And then you want to, when you're doing the posts on Facebook fan page and the Facebook groups you're a part of, you also want to include a link back to your website so they'll come to your website, because at the end of the day, you want them at your website. Now, once you get to this point, you've really got your whole marketing strategy pretty much laid out. There's some other things we'll get to in just a minute, but I want to say you want to figure out what your go to Facebook ads and get and set up an ad. Don't run it, but then find your Facebook ad pixel. It's just a code. It's nothing really complicated. You want to take that out and copy it, paste it. Don't cut it, just copy it. And you want to take that out and go back to your blog and find a place where it asks for a Facebook tracking pixel and put it in. Every WordPress website is a little bit different. So if you're not techie and you don't want to do it, there's people who do it. If you have any questions, you can call, email me. I'll be glad to follow up with you. But you get this pixel, and this is what happens. You ready? You automatically start tracking. So if you ever, when you're ready to run ads on Facebook, it will track everybody that's been to your website and make them part of a custom audience. So you're not spending money on people that don't want what you're offering. Makes sense, right? Why target people? Why market to people who are not interested in what you have? Well, these people have some level of interest because they have already come to your website. They already have followed you. They already have wanted the value that you put out. So at the end of the day this helps you track the people that you're trying to get. So if I told you that gives you 100% marketing entrance because they already like what you have, they've already been to your website, maybe only for a second, but that means they're more likely to come back. And typically in internet marketing, in social media marketing, the more people visit, the more likely they're to buy from you. So the next day is, once you continue those strategies, you've got to continue posting a blog. You got to continue 3 to 5 Facebook groups a day. And if you want to do people, that's fine too. If you find people you want, make sure you put, when you try to befriend them, find a area common interest. So that way, when those common interests you can talk about, or if they have a daughter graduating from high school and you have a daughter graduating from high school, you can comment on that. Things like that. Now, once you've created video to go with your blog, video is really great because it is the highest level of interaction on social media, other than actual face-to-face. You know, it's the best thing we can do. So you want to continue these strategies. How long? Every day. And if you don't want to do it every day, do it 1 to 3 times a week. So that is my presentation. I hope I've added some value. If you want particular videos on how to set up your YouTube or anything like that, you can email me at chris@thechriscollier.com. Thank you.